Today we are here to cover a complete setup guide for COTA. And this Circuit of the Americas setup might be one of the toughest, maybe the toughest, of the whole DLC. 20 corners, 5.5 kilometers of constant elevation change, and that climb into turn 1 that is just brutal. 40 meters of vertical gain before you've even settled the car. This track does not forgive hesitation, and if you want a setup already dialed in for every circuit in the DLC, not one, all of them, the AF Setup Strategy Pack has you completely covered with race strategies and day 1 updates the moment the patch drops. Let's talk about the wings first. Front wing at 50, the absolute max. You can't go any higher. With this year's downforce cut, understeer is everywhere. That fast left-right sequence through turns 3 to 6, inspired by Silverstone's legendary Maggots Beckett's, will expose the understeery front end in an instant. Rear wing at 30, low, just enough to keep the rear end planted during corners. And remember, straight line mode opens both wings on the straights anyway, so there's absolutely zero drag penalty to pay for all this front load. The differential is aggressive on throttle, 100 locked, for traction that just fires you out of the brutal turn 11 and onto the long back straight. Off throttle drops to 40, softer to help stabilizing the car during hard braking. Like in turn 1, tight, technical, and unforgiving. The suspensions, as always, are stiff on the front at 41, rear much softer at 10. Combine that with the ride heights, 23 up front, 48 at the rear, and what do you get? Rake. Now that flat floors are back, rake matters again for the aero platform, especially through Texas's fast sections. Anti-roll bars, soft up front at 1, stiffer at the rear at 7, working together with the suspension to manage the rotation through the S's. And braking into turn 1? No joke. Blind, completely blind, downhill through the second half of the entry. And with this year's regenerative braking making lockups so much easier to trigger, we leaned hard into that. Brake pressure at the max, 100, with bias shifted to 57% front to avoid the rear lockups under those heavy braking zones. And to close it out, tire pressures, front at 29.5 right at the top of the range. Remember, higher pressure means lower temperature in F126, so we're keeping the fronts cool given how hard they work through the S's. Rear low, really low at 21.5, recovering mechanical grip on exit, exactly what you need to put all that traction down out of turn 11 and launch onto the straight. Now, if this base setup doesn't feel perfect for you right away, don't panic. Small tweaks go a long way, and there's a clear order to follow. Wings first, then the anti-roll bars, then pressures and ride heights, and only after that, everything else. So, feeling rear lockups on entry? Raise the diff on off throttle. That'll calm things down. Want a more reactive car through direction changes? Raise the rear anti-roll bar. And if it feels too nervous, just do the opposite. Soften it back down. And if the rear tires are cooking, overheating on you lap after lap, simple fix. Raise the rear pressure by at least 1.5 psi, and you'll feel the difference immediately. And look, this setup, as it is already an excellent baseline. It'll get you faster right out of the box. But if you want to push even further, if you want that extra tenth, that extra edge, that's exactly where my esports setups come in. Fine-tuned even deeper for those chasing the very top of the leaderboard. So finally, we've completed Texas. See you at the next track. Bye.